Sergeant George Gonzalez, a lead paramedic for the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue, was one of the first on the scene after responding to a 911 call. Gonzalez, a 13-year veteran, had previously examined a number of suicide victims with gunshot wounds to the head. He was shocked by the obvious lack of blood at the scene, stating, "Usually a suicide by gunshot is a mess." His observations were confirmed by many others who were present, including members of the Park Police. Christopher Ruddy, who at the time was a reporter for the New York Post, had discovered that most of those on the scene that night had never been interviewed, an oversight which he quickly began to correct.
In January of 1994, I went down and met with some of the emergency workers and police that were at the scene that night, and I found out that many of them were surprised about the body and the condition of Mr. Foster's body when they found it. For example, the lead paramedic who was at the scene that night noted that he had never seen a suicide like this, gunshot wound to the head, with so little blood.
Page 52 of the Fisk report states, Foster's body was positioned on a steep slope with his head near the top of the berm and his legs extended down the hill. As a result, when his heart stopped beating, gravity permitted the settling of blood into the lower portions of his body rather than out of the wound in his head. This statement contradicts an earlier statement on page 36 where Fisk writes, "At approximately 7:40 p.m., Dr. Donald Hout, the Fairfax County medical examiner, arrived at the scene to examine the body. At that point, Foster's body was rolled over, and those present observed a large pool of blood located on the ground where Foster's head had been. Dr. Hout, who was never interviewed by Fisk, vehemently denies seeing a large pool of blood on the ground." EMS technician Corey Ashford, who placed Foster's remains into a body bag, re-emphasized the lack of blood by stating he couldn't even see an exit wound. This statement led to initial reports that there was no exit wound.
The person that put Foster's body in a body bag later that night, an EMS worker, said that he didn't even have to use rubber gloves. He didn't remember even seeing an exit wound out of the back of Foster's head, and he didn't even have to wash his hands after doing this task.